Hi there. I'm Dr. Chris Dula, a licensed clinical psychologist, and I teach introductory psychology, better known as Intro Psych at East Tennessee State University, better known as ETSU. My entire Intro Psych course is now available for free to anyone in the world with an internet connection through what we call the ETSU Open Bucks program, and ETSU is fully accredited by SACS. I've only got a few minutes to make this pitch, so let's do it. Packaged in a 100% online platform, you can access an entire semester's worth of classes at your own pace and convenience, whenever you want. It's now online perpetually, and you can access all the material as you have the time and interest. And again, if you only want to increase your personal knowledge, it's absolutely free. But if you also want to get college credit at ETSU, you can do so at a substantial discount. Real psychology is a science, not some touchy-feely BS. It's relevant to many aspects of everybody's lives. The knowledge it's generated has the power to change your life and our world for the better. This course isn't pop psychology. We cover some of the soundest scientific findings of an academic discipline founded well over 100 years ago. And in devoting much of my life to learning psychology, I've become a better father, a better family member, a better friend, a better employee, a better citizen, and a better person in general. And if you truly learn this material, you can improve your world as well. And thus, I have a passion for connecting people with this important information. And we're going to cover lots of subjects in this course. Fascinating topics. We'll talk about research methods and some basic statistics that every citizen should understand. We discuss neuroscience and look at how brain processes and nervous system structures are fundamental to every facet of our lives. We'll talk about brain-related health problems such as epilepsy, paralysis, Alzheimer's, and ALS. We go into development, looking at lifespan from conception to the end of life, addressing parenting issues, discussing sex differences, the emergence of physical abilities, cognition, personality, and even morality. We look to the building blocks of learning, how we learn it all, why some people develop phobias or aversions to certain tastes or smells, why some people develop aversions to health disciplines like dentistry, physical therapy, or cancer treatment. We'll explore aspects of human motivation in the context of reinforcement and punishment. We'll cover memory and how to improve it, why it's so hard to remember some things, and it seems we never forget other events in our lives. We talk about thinking and problem solving, cognitive biases, types of intelligence, and intelligence testing. We investigate models of personality, covering Sigmund Freud, Carl Jung, Karen Horney, Abraham Maslow, Carl Rogers, and others. We'll also learn about concepts such as self-esteem, self-efficacy, trait theory, and personality testing. We'll spend time discussing why it is so hard to rid our human race of group-based hatreds, suspicion, and violence. We'll talk about the bases of stereotypes, prejudice, and discrimination. And we'll cover why some of our attitudes are so easy to change while others are so difficult to change. We'll examine cognitive dissonance and social influences such as authority, consistency, conformity, reciprocity, ingratiation, and scarcity. We're going to dive into group information processing and see how this affects areas such as criminal justice, businesses, and other organizational dynamics. Why we even help some people and fail to help others. Of course, we'll discuss what's often called abnormal psychology, but what I prefer to think of as people having difficulties. We'll visit topics like anxiety disorders, such as OCD, PTSD, panic and phobic disorders, and mood-related problems such as depression and bipolar disorders. We'll explore issues pertaining to the prevention of suicide, and we'll cover other issues like personality disorders, substance abuse, and schizophrenia. We'll talk about risk factors and maintenance factors, and especially we'll talk about effective treatments. And as you can gather, this is a fascinating list of topics. As for my qualifications to teach, I've been a college-level instructor since 1999. I got my master's in clinical psychology from Appalachian State University, where I first taught. And I received my doctorate in clinical psychology from Virginia Tech, where I also taught. I also did a postdoctoral research fellowship at the University of Memphis, and I taught there as well. I've been at ETSU since 2004, and since then, I've received several teaching-related awards, which have come from my department, my College of Arts and Sciences, the university, and most humbling to me, directly from ETSU students. I was also honored to be named a top 25 professor on MTVU's RateMyProfessor.com, where students anonymously and spontaneously rate their instructors. I hope you'll join me on this journey of learning discovery, whether you just want to gain knowledge to apply to your own life, or whether you'd also like to obtain quality college credit at a reduced price. And I hope you're going to share this video and this opportunity with friends, family, coworkers, and others in person and via social networks. For a more in-depth introduction to class or more information on Open Bucks, just click on the link below, visit ETSU's Office of E-Learning online, or call them toll-free at 855-590-ETSU, which is 855-590-3878. Thanks a lot for your time, and go Bucks.